Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC Business Studies online classes. Students, in the previous class we have studied about the one of the promotional tool, that is advertising, its features, merits and demerits. Now in today's class let us move on to the next promotional tool, that is salesmanship, or that is personal selling or salesmanship. Salesmanship, no doubt, it does not mean that a person who sells from door to door. No, salesmanship does not mean that going to each person's house and selling the products. No, it is not. Or carrying some products on their back or head and selling door to door. It is not, isn't it? What is salesmanship then? Salesmanship, it is an art of selling. It is not only telling, it is telling and selling, isn't it? So when you start listening to the people, then you can do the sale. When you talk, that will be less effective. When you listen, that will be more effective. So the most of sales people, they listen first to the customer, and on the basis of whatever is told by the customers, they will take action. Then they will speak. First they listen, and in between customer comes out with any objection, they will stop talking and they will listen. So listening is very important in case of salesmanship. Let us analyze one of the definitions given by Roy Battle, Roybatel, Most people think selling is the same as talking. Selling is the same as talking. But the most effective salespeople know that listening is the most important part of their job. That is, when you listen, you can conclude a deal. So listen to the people, especially in case of marketing, that is telemarketing, friends. Very, very difficult. As long as you hold the customer online, there is a chance for deal. Once the customer hangs up on your face, done. It's closed. Once he disconnects the phone, then it's gone. It's over. Closes the call, it is over, isn't it? So you have to make him to stay on the line. When you make him to stay on the line, then only you can sell. You can tell and sell. If the person is not online itself, then how can you speak to him? So for that reason, the telemarketer should be very, very careful regarding what the customer speaks. You have to give your sales talk, no doubt. In the meantime, customer raises some objections in between. So immediately you have to stop talking and you have to listen. Listen to the customer, and as per the requirement of the customer, you just continue your talk. So listening is very important than telling. That is salesmanship. If you analyze further, salesmanship, it is the art. It is an art. It is an art. That is winning the buyer's confidence. First you have to win the confidence of the buyers. Winning the buyer's confidence, isn't it? Why you should win the confidence? For what you have to win the confidence of the buyers? For the seller's house and goods. For the seller's house and goods. What do you mean by house? Not his bungalow. House means the shop. means the shop, seller's house and goods, and thereby winning a regular and permanent customer. That is very, very important, friends. Regular visits by the customer is very, very important. So regular and a permanent customer. Permanent customer. So this is the job of salesmanship. So winning the buyer's confidence. Winning the buyer's confidence. What do you mean by winning the buyer's confidence? Making the customer to feel that yes, this person is helping us, or this shop will satisfy our needs. That is winning the buyer's confidence. For what? Seller's house. That is, whenever the customer thinks of purchasing something, he should think of this person's shop. You have some particular shops, isn't it? You visit only those shops. Though there are 10 shops, you will go to a particular shop every time. Why? Something made you to give frequent visits to that shop. The person may be good, the talk may be good, the goods may be good, he may give discount, and he may give or carry back to you. Isn't it? Because nowadays it is very, very important for the people. They never carry any bags with them, carry bags with them. They know that they want to buy something. They know that quantity cannot be accommodated in their hands. They need a bag, but they never carry. Isn't it? They will buy everything, and shopkeeper will be forced to give a carry bag because it is at free of cost. If every seller comes to a conclusion that we will not provide any carry bags, let the customer bring. Even if the customer rejects the goods, no problem. Then what happens? Customer will bring a carry bag. So the seller has developed this habit among the customers, isn't it? You may ask you, sir, what about you? I used to carry a carry bag, but sometimes even I ask for a carry bag because it is available. He gives. If myself is aware that no one provides carry bag, I have to take carry bag with me, definitely I would have carried. As I know that the shopkeeper will give, isn't it? So even I ask for carry bag. So that is C. Winning the confidence of buyers. Buyers for sellers, house and goods. Not only the shop of the shopkeeper, but also about the goods. Goods means everything that is kept in the goods is not the only product, but it contains everything, a bundle of utilities. Bundle of utilities, that is product features and accompanying services. Product features and accompanying services, that is what I mean good here. So goods does not mean that only the product, but all the accompanying services comes under the definition of goods, isn't it? Seller's house and goods, and thereby winning a regular and permanent customer. Winning a regular and permanent customer, that is very important. It is not your somewhere feast or mela or it's a celebration, isn't it? There 1 or 2 days or 3 days there will be mela and they will go somewhere to their place. There you need not have to worry about repeated frequent visits of the customers because you will be there for only 2 or 3 days, isn't it? There you can do aggressive selling, but you should have some ethics while selling, being a fixed shop retailer. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that the customer who visits to your doorsteps is not for today. Your target is not to sell a product to that person today. You can sell by using any means today, but he should come to your shop tomorrow also, day after tomorrow also, for the next many years. So in that way you have to serve that customer. Your intention is not to make him happy today, but to make him happy for a longer period of time, so that you will have a permanent customer who will visit regularly to your shop and regularly he will purchase goods from your shop, isn't it? Which will give you a permanent source of income. Permanent source of income. That is what the regular and permanent customer. Yes. Now, understood the meaning of salesmanship. So, salesmanship is an art of persuading the customer to buy the product, isn't it? Or salesmanship is an art of winning the buyer's confidence for the seller's house and goods, and thereby winning a regular and permanent customer. Regular and permanent customer. That is very, very important. Remember, friends. Now, let us analyze the features of salesmanship or personal selling. Personal selling, or if they ask you what is salesmanship, that means personal selling. Remember this. Clear? Yes. Features of personal selling. First one is personal form or physical form, isn't it? Personal form. Of course, now it is there still in India, but in case of America or some other countries, most of the people, they buy over phone. They log into, that is different, that is online selling shops, isn't it? And they will place their order, they will select the products there only. Because Indian people, they buy the products only after touching and feeling. Without touching or feeling, Indians, they never buy the products. That is one of the weakness of Indians, right? I have to say, they will go to shop, they will select the varieties, isn't it? But now there are some online apps, isn't it, where you can log in and you can check the varieties. Then you can go for the best price, and you can make payment online and get the product at your doorstep. That is, those facilities are there thanks to digital technology development, isn't it? But here, salesmanship means personal form. Personal form in the sense, there will be interaction, physical interaction of buyer and seller. The seller will sell the product by standing at a counter, or he will go to door and he will offer the varieties, he will provide the varieties, and customer will buy the product. So that is salesmanship. In advertisement, only communication. Here you are trying to conclude a deal by telling and selling the product to the customer. You will make the customer to understand the benefits of the product. Then you will reveal all the information to the customer, and you will adjust your sales talk, then you will conclude a deal. So that is salesmanship. Second one is development of relationship. Development of relationship. Development of relationship. What type of relation they will build? They will build a seller and buyer, or seller and customer. Relationship will be built here, and they will make it like personal relation. Like they will ask other questions also, like where are you from, what are you doing, all these things. Casually they will ask, and they will collect information from the people, isn't it? Why they collect information? Next time when the same customer enters the shop, first he will greet, isn't it? Hello sir, how are you? Isn't it? And he will ask some personal problems also. Next time when the customer visits, salesman, he will keep that in mind very clearly, and he will ask, sir, whether your problem is solved. Salesman is not going to solve his problem, no doubt. But by asking that question, what happens? The buyer will feel like the salesmanship has more concern over us. He has concern over me. So let me come to this shop only, because salesman is very good. Whatever I ask, he will help me, isn't it? Sometimes what happens? The salesman, when this particular customer who knows him very well, then salesman will come out and will say, sir, good quality product has come, very cheap, you just go for it. When the salesman says, then customer may feel like, yes, the salesman is helping me, and he will place an order for that. He will buy the product because of the relationship between the seller and the buyer, the salesman and the customer. The product is pushed to customer's bag, isn't it? So this is development of relationship, second feature of salesmanship. Now let us move on to the merits of selling, personal selling. Merits of personal selling. There are as many features as possible you can write, isn't it? There are many features of salesmanship, but in your NCERT syllabus only 2 features are given. So we are not supposed to go out of the syllabus, correct? Yes. But you can write like winning a regular and permanent customer, isn't it? Winning the buyer's confidence. These things you can include as features of salesmanship, correct? Yes. And it's a two-way communication. Two-way communication, because the salesman clarifies the doubts of the customer, isn't it? Yes. Merits of personal selling: flexibility. 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 Of course, I told you earlier also, that is salesmanship is flexible because he can read the minds of the customers on the one hand, and he can adjust his sales talk according to the requirement of the customer. Sir, you can buy this. This is a very good product. Any objections? Oh, give one more product, isn't it? The other one. So this is highly qualitative product. Trust me, if you buy this, you will be very happy. Rate is bit more, but branded one, qualitative, color, everything remains intact. It will not get fade, isn't it? So that is flexibility. As per the requirement of the customer, according to the situation, according to there is objections raised by the customer, the salesman can change his talk, not like advertising. It is still, isn't it? Advertisement cannot be changed. It is not flexible, it is a rigid one. But here you can speak as per the requirement of the customer, and you can win his confidence and conclude a deal. So that is one of the merits of that is a salesmanship. Then next one is direct feedback. Direct feedback. In case of advertising, there is no feedback, immediate feedback. You will come to know only after 1 or 2 months when the sales increases. But in case of advertising, in case of personal selling, immediate feedback. Either the customer will buy or he will go out, isn't it? So you will come to know that feedback is plus or minus. Anywhere if you miss the chain, then customer will go out. He will not buy the product, isn't it? So he will ask a number of questions. Customer will ask a number of questions. And if the salesman is shrewd enough, is very active, and if he is very intelligent, then he will satisfy all the questions of the customer. Once all the doubts are clarified, then customer has no option. He will buy the product. He will buy the product. We should not give any scope for doubt, isn't it? That is what we have to do here. So direct feedback is required. Direct feedback is there in case of salesmanship, as the customer and the salesman, they will exchange their ideas, queries, and all those things together on the face. So there is no question of unclarified doubts, isn't it? Third one, minimum wastage. Minimum wastage. Of course, chances are very less for wastage here, because the salesman handles the customer. Customer enters the shop by seeing the advertisement. He will have some sort of information about the product. Then he will ask for the product. Then the salesman will clarify all his doubts and he will conclude a deal. So chances are very less for wastage. But in case of advertisement, you may give advertisement, isn't it? For 1 crore people, maybe 10,000 people may buy the product after seeing the advertisement. 90% of the advertisement is waste, isn't it? So you have to make sure that there is no wastage. No wastage means the customer should not go out without buying. He must buy. So that is another feature of personal selling. Then role of personal selling, the sellers is a personal salesman's duty is to satisfy both ends. He is like in between two-edged sword, isn't it? This side customer, he has to make sure that we should not lose the customers and we should earn profit. And in the meantime, he has to make sure that the customer gets maximum satisfaction and he goes out with full satisfaction. He should not be annoyed. And again, from owner's point of view, he has to make sure that the owner will get maximum revenue. He has to help the customer, he has to make the customer to select the best product, and he has to make sure that the customer is getting a best deal. That is helping the customer this side. On the other hand, by doing so, the owner will get maximum sales, maximum profits. So the salesman always will be in between two-edged sword. Both sides he has to please. Very difficult, isn't it? If he pleases the customer more, then owner gets annoyed. If he tries to please the owner maximum, then customer gets annoyed and he will go out without buying anything. Because ultimately the customer, that's a salesman, also will get some sort of commission on the sales effected by him. So he has to see all the three ends: customer, salesman, the customer, owner, and for himself. He has to earn some sort of revenue. So he has to sell, he has to help the customer, and he has to make sure that the owner is earning some sort of profit. So this is about the role of personal selling as a wider scope, isn't it? Anywhere, any field for that matter, even in case of digital technology, selling is very important. Selling, creating the customers, isn't it? Understanding the customer's needs, providing them the best quality. So these are the order of the day, and everywhere salesmanship is very, very important. Whatever you do, even for selling an idea, isn't it? Selling a product, selling a service, selling an idea, for everything you should have the quality of a salesman. Now, moving on to the importance to businessman. Importance to businessman. How important the personal selling is for businessman? Let us analyze point wise. Or you can say that merits of personal selling, or same answer, merits of personal selling to businessman, same answer, okay? Importance to businessman. Importance or merits to businessman. First one. Effective promotional tool. Effective promotional tool. Of course, this is one of the effective promotional tool for the seller to the business people, because when the customer is stepping into the shop, isn't it? Customer steps into the shop, then immediately the salesman will greet and he will start speaking to the customer. He will try to solve all the queries, try to clarify all the doubts of the customer, and ultimately he will make sure that the customer will give a deal for the business, the seller. So that is a effective promotional tool. Advertising, however you draft the copy or however the advertisement you give, you cannot clarify the doubts of the customer, but here as a salesman will have a face-to-face contact with the, that is a customer. Customer's doubts will be clarified to maximum extent, so that the deal can be easily effected. So that is one of the effective promotional tool available to the business. Second one is flexible tool. Of course, I already told you he can change his sales talk according to the needs and situation. The salesman, isn't it, can do it. So it is very flexible. You need not have to, that is, prepare one advertisement and give it for 1 year continuously. The same thing, monotonous, tedious, isn't it? So better if you appoint a salesman, he will speak properly, he will adjust his sales talk according to the type of customer. So it is a very flexible tool compared to, that is, advertisement. Third one is minimizes wastage of efforts. Minimizes wastage of effort. That is, whatever efforts the salesman is putting forward, isn't it, that will be minimum, that will be minimized. I mean, he will put efforts to the maximum extent, but it should not go as a waste. For that reason, he will try hard to convert the customer, this prospect, into a customer. But in case of advertisement, you are giving advertisement to crores of people, maybe hundreds or thousands of people may view and they may buy the products, but there's a heavy wastage. But here sales talk will not go as a waste, especially they will make sure that the customer will buy the product by clarifying all their doubts. Next one is consumer attention. Consumer attention. Customer attention is grabbed here by the salesman. Salesman will tell a number of stories. He may ask their personal problems. He may venture into their personal, that is, history. Everything he will collect information, and then accordingly he will speak in such a way that the customer gets attracted towards the salesman, and he will grab the attention of the customers towards a particular product and he will try to sell it. So that is consumer attention. Next one is lasting relationship. Lasting relationship. As I already told you, the salesman will try to build a rapport with the customer. Rapport with the customer in the sense he will personalize the sales talk, and later he will conclude a deal. He will behave in such a way that he is helping the customer. He is a friend of customer, or he is like the guide of the customer. If you go to jewelry, isn't it, there they will tell you, ma'am, if you go for this, the wastage will be more, or they will say that is GST will be more. If you buy now, yesterday's rate we will apply, today's rate may be more, isn't it? There is increasing trend. So even if the rate comes, but we will book this, will bill this jewelry at yesterday's rate, like he is helping the customer. But well before that, he will ask the, that is owner, and he will have a ready decision with him. By saying that, this customer may think, oh, 50 rupees per gram means matters a lot. 10 grams, 500 rupees. Okay, fine. 500 rupees saved, isn't it? So customer may get pleased to buy the jewelry. Sometimes they will say there is more work in this, so the wastage percentage may be more. So there is a 24% wastage here. Then here making charges, isn't it? 24%. Making charges of this is just 10%. So you can save that. You can buy more gold, isn't it? Then customer may think, yes, salesman is helping me. Okay, fine, good. Let me buy this. Actually, what the salesman is doing? He is doing his job, friends. He is trying to sell the jewelry. That's all. That is his main intention. So, lasting relationship means the customer will give repeated, that is, visits to the shop. So, he will make sure that there will be a regular and permanent customer to the shop. So, this is another advantage. If you put the advertisement, do you think the customer will come again and again? No, he will not, isn't it? Once saw the advertisement, bought, done. Here, the salesman may call now and then to the customer, ma'am, new items have been arrived, isn't it? Having more work, very good, and rates have been slashed down. He may try to send messages to the customers, isn't it? Or and whenever the customer visits, then he may show different varieties. So by this, he will create a good relationship. You will build a good relationship with the customer. Next one is personal rapport. Personal rapport. What do you mean by rapport? Rapport means a type of relationship. That is, the customer may think, yes, this salesman is good, I will go to that person only. He will be ready to wait and get the service of the particular salesman. Even if the other salesman is free, he will not go there. Customer, isn't it? I want to speak to him, that salesman. Okay, fine. I will wait half an hour. Okay, fine, I am ready. So that is a rapport. When the customer will have good relationship with the customer, the salesman has good relationship with the customer will not mind waiting and getting the service of the particular salesman. That is a rapport. A role in introduction stage. Of course, when a new product is introduced, the importance of salesman is very high, isn't it? What the salesman will do? Salesman will show that new product first to the customer. Say this is the new version, this is the new variety, this is the best quality, isn't it? This is the product which has more work. This is very good color, recent color, isn't it? All these things they will. So role at introduction stage. When a product is introduced in the market, then the salesman's importance is more because it has to be made known to the customers, public. When the salesman explains it to the customers, the customer will be pleased to buy the product. So it is very important at the time of introductory stage. Link with customers. Continuous link with the customers is very important because the salesman is the person who will be there in direct connection with the customers. He knows each and every customer, isn't it? So here the customer and the salesman should have a good link. It is possible only when the customer is thinking about the salesman's service in a positive way, isn't it? So here the link is very important so that in future also they can buy the product from the same customer. If the customer is happy with the salesman, then he will buy the product from the same salesman again and again. So that is about the link with the customer. So these are the various, that is importance of salesmanship to business. We will take up the importance of salesman to customers in the next class. Now take down assignment. Write the importance of, or mention the importance of. Take it as mention the importance of salesmanship to businessman. Salesmanship to businessman. Submit assignment on time. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.